The spring split format has officially been announced, and with that is the trade window as well. You're starting to see a lot of rosters and rumors come out about possible teams being picked up, let go, and a whole bunch of other things. So in today's video, I'm going to do my best to update you on some of the most recent. What is up, everybody? Lawler here, your inside source for Rocket League. And as mentioned in the intro, obviously we've got the spring split format now announced. Check that out in the previous video. But because of that, obviously a lot of roster trades are starting to happen. You're starting to get teams either let go or picked up or rumors, and there's just a whole bunch to keep track of. So I'm going to do my best to give you guys those resources, as well as try to keep you guys up to date on all of those things. Best way to stay up to date, links in the description down below to everything I talk about, as well as a document that has the updated rosters with all the rumors and stuff in there as well. Also, any questions, comments, concerns, social medias are down there. Hit me up. So first things first, the big one that everybody's been discussing is FaZe Clan and the leak and the rumor that came out. If you guys didn't see that video a couple of times back, probably listed somewhere up here. That one showed that there was a image from their VP of content on their Instagram story showing that they had a meeting about a Rocket League announcement video possibly. But Shift has shown that rumors are apparently looking at that FaZe Clan would be entering into Rocket League, which is alleged that they're in talks with the North American team, the Peeps. This, if it is true, does apply a lot of context to things. Obviously, there was the recent conversation of possibly how AyyJayy was in talks of being a replacement for Rizzo over on G2, but he turned it down. There's been a lot of conversation on my stream lately about what this all could mean, the speculation, and for Rizzo, and as well as AyyJayy, the decision making of why he did or did not, or whatever it may be. But if this is the case to be true, and FaZe Clan does pick up the Peeps, makes a lot of sense why AyyJayy would not leave them, other than obviously performance, top 5, and all the other various reasons why he shouldn't leave as well. Either way, if this does happen, this is a team that a lot of people have been wanting to enter the scene. I think the biggest advantage to this, even though FaZe Clan culture isn't really for me, I do think that the emphasis they put in their content creation may help with Rocket League in general, building it, growing it, just getting more eyes on the game overall. Also, a little bit later last night, Kansas City Pioneers former coach, now JG7, announced that he is released from Pioneers. Appreciate the chance they took on me, and I thank my teammates for allowing me to be their coach. This one I'm pretty surprised by. Obviously, Kansas City Pioneers has had some ups and downs, primarily ups, I would have to say, but over the last couple of months, I feel like they've solidified their spot as like a top 10 team in the region. Trying to obviously find their footing, as they haven't had the dominant climb in success that they had in the first splits. But again, it is difficult to stay and remain at the top or continue that ascendancy as they had all throughout the fall split. Surprising that they're releasing their coach going into the final split, with the spring split starting here in just a couple weeks. Curious to see how this one's going to play out from the Pioneers. Whole lot of things going over in Europe between different teams and confirmations. There was a bunch of different tryouts and rumors following Eekso, Cookser, Carrion, Louis P, and all bunch of different teams from like Solary and FlipFlop Tactics, which was supposed to build, but then they tried out a different bunch of iterations of the roster. It didn't go well in the Elemental series, so they fell apart. So even before FlipFlop Tactics could begin, they've already disbanded from the looks of it. So with that said, there's two major ones I want to talk about. We mentioned a lot about Eekso and what was going on with Galaxy Racer in a previous video, because they are a top 8 team with chance to make it into the World Championship. Triple Trouble has finalized their new roster. It is going to be Tadpole, Rise, and RizX. Tadpole, Rise, and what used to be Bluey were the team. They brought in Rise, all good for points. Because Bluey has left, Triple Trouble has to forfeit all of their points. They are done. They're starting back from square one and bringing in RizX, who is supposed to be the third, to Yukio and Cookser on FlipFlop Tactics originally. And they tried out Carrion, and there was a bunch of others there. So Triple Trouble now has 0 points. Bluey has left. They have added Rise, and now RizX is joining. It's a lot of things happening in just a short span of like a week and a half. On two parts of that, there is also Tox, who has announced their roster for RLCS. It is going to be Tox, Eekso, former of Galaxy Racer, and Yukio, former of Fadeaway. So it looks like Yukio has found a new home as well. Curious to see how this team goes. Currently, they do not have a team. Feel free to reply and offer some suggestions. I think someone called it Eekso, which might possibly be the front runner. They're also looking for a sub if anybody is interested. The third and final part of this is with Cookser. What was happening with him with FlipFlop Tactics? He has recently tweeted, which doesn't normally happen, a GIF of a Wolf possibly trying out for Wolves Esports in place of Louis P, just like everybody else has been rumored to be trying out for Louis P, and he is on his way out, possibly Cookster's new home over there. As for the former denied roster, they have been officially picked up by LAWL. You can see it from the video that is playing that they have a little bit of highlights, and then they have a subtweet to that saying a new chapter in the book of LAWL begins. We're delighted to announce that the former denied Rocket League roster has joined our tribe. Welcome Chippy, Billy, and Justice, and their coach FaZe to LAWL. So congratulations to the denied team. They've obviously been front runners in kind of that gatekeeper status is how I usually phrase it, where they're in that 8 to 12 category where they have chance and potential for upset, but haven't been able to quite push past the best of the best. So congrats to them finding some representation. Hope to see them be successful moving forward. So to kind of fill you guys up on the roster document, again, if you guys ever need to find this document, go to my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/Lawler, do !RLCS rosters, no spaces, no capitalization, nothing. It'll pull up this document. It is on the tab at the very beginning that says notable RLCS rosters, and it has all the teams of notable standing, I guess is the best way to say it, from all the way from fall split to spring split and what the current rosters are going to be. Big things we're still focusing on right now. United still does not have a third, with Wondermike being a free agent. We're also looking at the Sonics, where they do not have an official third. Right now, Roldiz, who is still their coach, is playing as a starting player for them. They do have a second coach, Michelle from Australia, that is possibly helping out. Don't know what her role is exactly, but Roldiz is still technically labeled as a coach on the Liquipedia page as well, and they may just be getting subsequent help while he is also trying to help find their new third. Train Hard Esports is no longer with Econ, as he is no longer on the roster. You've now got Howard, which is Calix, Polar, and Joyo. White Demons is now Dorito CRR, no longer Ghostfire, and bringing in Tigre. You choose Pesce, which is Barrist, Hider, and Dead Monster. They got rid of BJB and now have Dead Monster, and they brought in Millennium as one of their coaches. And then again, for the Wolves Esports team, as a final reminder, it is Rix Ronde, Oli, Louis P, possibly getting replaced by Cookster. We do not know. That is going to wrap it up for this video of your Rocket League roster news. I hope you guys can keep track of that. If you can't, again, use that document. It is all detailed in there for you. There's going to be a whole lot more coming. I also will try to rank the rosters at the end of the trade window, I guess, and try to give a tier list of where I think teams are going to end up. And while I do that as well, it'll also showcase all the rosters, who they are, where they perform. But if you don't want to do that, just keep tabs on the document that I've provided for all of you. That is going to wrap it up for this video. Again, as always, if you enjoy the content, thumbs up, subscribe, all that fun stuff. And I'll catch you next time. Peace.